We're also learning more about the events leading up to and following the Santa Fe shooting, and we've come across some false information.
Our Randy Smith is here to verify what's true and also what's just plain rumor. Randy?
Well, guys, we have these 3 columns here for what we can verify, what we can't, and what we know is not true. So have you seen any posts like this one about a March for Our Lives rally for Santa Fe this weekend? It all seems to have started with this event post on Facebook, but here's the thing. It lists guests as a woman named Emily Gorsensky, who was at the Charlottesville rally, and then 2 Parkland students. But the thing is, neither Cameron Caskey or David Hogg have personally commented about this, and the official Twitter account for March for Our Lives Houston called the event fake news. Emily posted on the event page saying she has nothing to do with this organization. She is not the organizer. So there may very well be a rally organized for this weekend, but it is not put together by March for Our Lives. So we're moving that to the false category. All right, now to this point. A tweet from an alt-right activist questions the timing of the active shooter drill that students and doctors at UTMB mentioned happening a few weeks before the shooting in Santa Fe. Well, according to registered nurse David Marshall, UTMB has drills quarterly to be ready for events like this and to keep its level 1 trauma center intact. So we can verify that the drills, they're pretty routine. And the timing really isn't a coincidence since they happen about every 3 months. So we're going to wrap it up with this question. A lot of folks wondered whether there was a slow response after the first emergency calls went out on Friday morning. We learned yesterday that is false. It only took first responders about 4 minutes to get to the scene after they figured out what was happening at the school. So do you have something you want us to verify? Email us at verify@khou.com, guys.